Welcome one, welcome all. So, what about?
Today we're talking about our natural hair journey. So, we're trying to find out where all of our modern day naturals are out there in the world because us and our hair is it's a thing. So, that's what we're talking about today.
It's definitely a thing. It's
hmm
definitely a thing. You want to kick it off?
Sure. So I guess we could start off with I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
So, have you always been natural? Let's start with that.
Okay. No, I've not always been natural. So, I didn't really know much about natural hair or didn't even think about natural hair until 2011. So, how that happened was I was working at Enterprise Rent a Car in Nashville,
hmm
and I had a coworker who was natural, and her hair was just so pretty. It was curly. She always had a cute little. The top was slicked back, and the back was all big and fluffy
hmm
and curly. I said, "Oh my God, your hair is so pretty. What do you do to it?" Here enters natural hair. Knew nothing about it, and I'm like, "Oh, that's really pretty."
yeah.
So maybe a few months later, it's time for me to get a retouch on my perm. Retouching your perm, you gotta hit your head so it don't scratch, it don't burn when you get the retouch done. It
hmm
costs money when it's a line all day. I said, you know what? I'm sick of paying for these retouches. I'm sick of having to remember not to scratch a week before I get my retouch done. I'm sick of sitting in the line for 3 hours trying to get my hair done. So let me think about going natural.
Okay.
So I talked to my then husband about it. He said it's a good idea. You should do it. So then
Mhm.
at that point, I stopped getting perms and then we started our natural hair journey. Unbeknownst to me, it was a real journey, but that's
Yeah.
when it started.
Oh,
Mm.
okay. So I feel like when we do different things to our hair, because like you said, we both didn't start natural.
Mhm.
And so when things change in our lives, we tend to change our hair. That's I mean that I'm talking for myself, but do you feel like that might be a reason why a lot of women change their hair, especially us as naturals?
I definitely think that. Like before I got pregnant with my oldest child, I would hear people say that they stopped getting perms because they didn't want the chemicals in their body while they were pregnant. That's
I didn't even think about
yeah,
that though.
yeah, I didn't think about it either, but I had started my natural journey before I got pregnant. So then when I got pregnant, I was talking to other people about it. And that's the reason why some of them did it was because they stopped coloring, they
Mhm,
stopped dying, they stopped
mhm.
perming because they didn't want the chemicals in their body while the baby was pregnant.
Mm,
So that's
okay.
I think it's a true comment. People do make changes based on what's going on in their lives.
Okay. Yeah. So I wasn't even thinking about the body side of it, of the chemicals and things like that. So going back to when I started. So I growing up, my childhood, I was raised on the hot press.
Girl, you ain't lying. That hot comb on the stove in the kitchen. Woo!
Scared. Like my ears would be like, it's
Still
time. Oh my
still
God.
traumatized from them ear burns
Traumatized.
and the
I'm
forehead
surprised I
burn.
still ain't got scars up here.
Yeah, the
Right?
forehead, the ear, back here in the kitchen.
All of it. All of it.
Hmm.
Be like that.
Yes.
But so childhood, hot press, all of that. And then once I got through, maybe I say I got up until middle school, like late middle school, high school. That's when I started to do perms.
Mm.
And I felt like during that time, this was like, of course, as my child would say, the 1900s.
If I hear 1900s one more time from my child saying in the
Oh my
1900s,
God.
like we
So
just
old.
ancients.
But when you hear it, I'm like, dang, why I sound old when they say it like that?
I know it's true, but that makes sense.
It
You
is true.
from the 1800s, the way they say it.
Yeah. I middle school, high school, I was in the phase of the pixie cut, my Tony Braxton phase, where I got the short hair, the slick back, my neck just elongated, and I used to love that. I still love it. I would love to go back to that, but I can't. Um, so I went through that phase because all I would see on like the TV watching American Music Awards and stuff like that. You see these women with the straight hair, and so I tended to want that. So perm was all I wanted at that time. Then I started to go into, actually I graduated, right? And that's why I say it's so many different, it's with our natural hair journey, it's different chapters and reasons why we do things. That's how I feel. But
Right.
after I graduated high school, I moved to Nashville, and I got into a relationship that was abusive. It was bad. And so at that point, I felt like I didn't have control of my life. And so because of that, I felt like I needed something. And I did the big chop. And
Mm,
so for those that don't know what a big chop is, the big chop is cutting all of your hair off, all of it, to like to the point where my father, oh, I'm the son I never had type haircut.
okay, so I think we should clarify that though. The
Hmm.
big chop, in my brain, how I learned it was you're cutting off all the permed hair and just get into the
Oh,
natural hair.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
No, you're right. You're right.
Okay.
My big chop was cutting my entire like hair off. Perm, all of it. Not to the point where if I had a perm and then I let, part of it grow,
So
my
not to the
natural
line
part
of
grow.
demarcation, just you just cut everything off.
I cut everything off
Okay.
because I guess that made me feel like I had control over something.
Yeah.
Right. So um that was like kind of a turning point for me. Now, even though that was a symbolic turning point for me, after a while, I was like, what the hell did I just do?
Yeah.
Because it was cute, but it wasn't cute to me. I don't know how to say it. It was not, I mean, it was cute, but it wasn't.
It wasn't what you were used to. You had never done that
I
before.
had
You
to
probably
get
hadn't even
used to it.
imagined your hair like that in that state before. You did it from a purely sense of I gotta control some aspect of my life. I can control my hairstyle, so let me just cut it all off.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
after that, you were like, oh my God, all my hair is gone. What do I do next? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you think, and that's me, but I feel like a lot of women do that because of something big that has happened in their lives.
I definitely
Like
agree.
if it's the relationship, or you've gotten you just broke up, your career's changed, divorce, some type of loss in your life, personal growth, whatever the case may be. I feel like women tend to do something drastic.
I can
And
definitely, yeah.
and one of those things is hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because
So,
your hair is like a form of expression. You can
mhm,
cut it, dye it, straighten it, put locks in it, put braids in it. That's how a lot of people communicate how they feel is through their hair.
yeah. So I did big chop. I wasn't comfortable with it. I was for the most part, but then I got to the point where I wanted something. I needed to do something. So I started that next segment in my life, aka hairstyle, was braids.
Mm,
I would get braids all the time.
yeah.
All the time. I needed something. And one thing about that was, even though I loved it and always wanted it, I couldn't do it all the time because it is just so expensive.
Yes.
Braids are expensive. Most people don't
Yes.
realize. And it's a protective style. You want to clarify what a protective style is?
So a protective style is a style that you can do to your hair that will make you not touch it. The whole point is to put it in a style to where your hands aren't in and you're not manipulating it. It's like a low manipulation style. And braids are a low manipulation style. Twists are a low manipulation style. People get sew ins. so they don't have to touch their real hair growing from their scalp. So that's
Right.
what a protective style is.
That's all I did. All I did was protective styles, braids all the time. All the time. The main reason I started to do braids, and I didn't start doing braids. Let me go back, y'all. So I didn't start doing braids until after I had, well, I was doing braids, but not as much as when I became a mother. So that's that next segment of the motherhood phase where my hair changed completely. And that was the braids all the time because one, I didn't want I felt like I had zero time for myself. And so because of that, I wanted to do the protective style so I could just get up and go.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have to go wake up, do something to my hair and all of that. So even when I met Berto, I didn't have the braids. I still had my I had I think I did go back to perms. And then once I met Berto, I did the we moved to Miami and I did kind of a big chop, but not the big chop. I did what you explained earlier, what which was the I just cut off all the perm. I let it grow
Mm-hmm.
out to the length that I kind of wanted it to, my
Mm-hmm.
natural. And then I cut all the little
Yeah.
the perm out of it. And so that's when I started doing my hair with the curls and all that. And then it
Okay.
got to the go ahead.
I'm gonna ask you a question right here. So
Yeah.
I kind of did the same thing. So when I got pregnant with my oldest child, I was letting my hair grow out with the intention of cutting all the perm hair off after she was born. So in my
Okay.
brain, I'm gonna have a new baby and I'm gonna be completely natural at the same
Okay.
time. So when I had her, the next week I took my own scissors and I just cut off all the perm part.
The
And it
perm.
was a good length because I've been growing out for a long time. And
Mm-hmm.
I said that because of what you just said. You cut it off. So here's my question to you. Did you know what to do with your natural hair once all the perm hair was gone? Because I did
Absolutely
not.
not.
You didn't either. So
Mm-mm.
I had been watching YouTube, watching all these videos, how
Yep.
pretty people had gotten their hair with their wash and goes, right?
Yep.
So in my head, my mind, I cut out my perm hair. I'm just gonna wash it. I'm gonna put conditioner in it. It's gonna be so fluffy and pretty.
Mm-hmm.
That did not happen. That did not happen.
Trial
And
and
because,
error.
oh my gosh. And because I thought that's all you had to do, we went and took family pictures the same day.
Oh,
Right.
you still got these pictures to see.
Y'all, my hair was terrible. It was pretty rough at the house because it was still wet. So it was
Yeah.
still wet. The curls were still popping. It was cute. By the time we got to the the photo studio, and my hair was dried, I looked like a mushroom. Y'all, it was terrible. I think I deleted all them pictures. Even my poor little baby, her first little photo shoot, I think they gone because I looked awful. So
You probably
trial
didn't
and
look
error.
awful. You probably didn't look awful.
Oh
You
no. If I
it
can
was
find
just
them, if I can find them, put it here like 2 seconds just to be real quick. Because I don't it can't be that long. But I don't think I have them. But yeah, it was terrible.
Lord
So you
have
didn't know what
mercy.
to do with yours either after you cut the perm part off.
No, absolutely not. Nope. Like you said, I did the YouTubing, I did the and at that time Instagram was starting to get more pick up or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so because of that, I would just find different um influencers that were or natural hair influencers, kind of follow them and see, different
Mm-hmm.
products that they use and how they do things. And that's when I started to learn like my type, because there's
Right.
type hair. Four, I think I was, oh gosh, 4C. I don't even
Probably.
know, I can't remember. But I was them tight, tight, tight,
Yeah.
tight, tight.
Tight, 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 tight. Yeah.
But yeah, I absolutely didn't. That was another reason why I got kind of frustrated. You get frustrated with it. That's why I
Mm-hmm.
went into that braid era of just getting braids and just, you know what, I'm not gonna deal with it. I'm just gonna put these braids in and go about my business.
Yes. And the
So,
thing too about braids is even though they are a good protective style, if you don't care for your hair while they're in the braids, it's not going to end up being well for you. Because I did the same thing when I was going through my divorce. I said, I can't deal with my hair. I got enough things on my mind, enough things to do. I'm just going to keep getting braids. So I got braids over and over and over for
mhm,
months. And I wasn't taking care of my hair underneath. And
mhm,
now I'm paying for it. Now my hair is not as, it's not as full, it's thin, it's shorter, it's not thriving because I didn't take
yeah,
care of it while it was in the braids. That combined with the stress of a divorce. So stress on top of not taking care of my hair is why I'm in the shambles state I'm in now, which is why now I'm going back, starting over with my natural hair journey. I'm doing
mhm,
protective styles. I'm wearing scarves 24/7 just to keep my hair moisturized underneath, low manipulation styles to not touch it so they can start getting back into its growth phase again. So braids are good. But you got to take care of your hair while they're still in the braids.
yeah. A lot of people don't realize that.
Mm-mm.
They just get excited because, ooh, I'm about to go on vacation. Ooh, I'm about to do this. I'm about to, um, whatever the convenience of it, whatever it is. But they don't realize one, them braids tight as hell.
They can be.
They,
Absolutely.
yeah. It depends on the person that's braiding, of course.
Right.
But either way, you still have you can't keep them in long, and you have to maintain with products with all the things pretty
You should
much. So,
you should wash your hair while they're in the braids.
yeah.
Watch how tight they are around your edges because the edges will be gone in a minute with the wrong braider.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yep. So we all probably did the braid era for sure. Um, but again, the reason why I stopped doing the braid era was because of one, the cost. Like I said, it is expensive. Um,
The time, I'm
that
sure, how long it
and
takes.
you don't realize it's not even just the braiding. It's you got to pay for the hair. You got to get the hair. So the hair costs, the styling costs, the person braiding it. Then you got to sit for like 6 hours for somebody to braid it. That just it all just accumulated and was just like I can't anymore. But
Yeah.
I still wanted to have that convenience of not having to do my hair every day because of um the kids. Now, when I moved from we were still in Miami and I had braids here and there or whatever. Then we moved to Georgia. Still didn't have locks or whatever. I would do braids occasionally. When we moved to Buford, where I met you, remember I had my short hair. I did
Mm-hmm.
kind of like another little chop. I was just in my, I don't know, because of so many. It was after I lost Sandy, my best friend, passed away in the car accident, and after that move, when we moved up, I think it had to be something in regards to that because I cut my hair again and decided to I
So you did three big chops.
yeah.
Oh wow.
And now I realize it was all different big changes.
Yeah.
That's
So when
crazy.
when you have change, you cut.
Yeah. Lord, I can't no more. Lord, don't change nothing again. Lord, I can't go through no more changes. I can't. I can't.
No, no more big chops for you. Your big chopping days are over. No
Yeah.
more big chops.
Yeah. Cause I was looking at some photos of us when we were living up there and I still had my little short hair and stuff.
You
So
did.
it was then when we moved back to Orlando, and I was just I had Kennedy was what maybe like 2-ish or
When y'all
something
moved
like
back.
that when we moved back.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah, she was young.
yeah, but it was still and all the kids was we got them in school. We were building a house. We were trying to get the kids in school. Um, get her started in daycare and then VPK, all that, and then so I felt like I just still did not have time for myself. So I decided to, at that point, I was getting braids again, but cost because of 3 kids, I just couldn't do it. So that's when I decided I'm gonna start my lock journey
Mm-hmm.
because one, it's natural. I don't have to, even though it is a protective style, it's still a style that's like one that actually is what you call. It's not a protective
I'm about
style.
to
It's
say,
just
is locks a protective style? I
I
don't think
don't know, but it's convenient.
faux
It's
locks would be, but not the kind you got that don't come out.
right. It don't come out. So I just I decided to lock my hair because I knew for a fact that if I did, I would love it because I've always loved, the look of locks. And then two, I would eventually never have to get up and do my hair again outside of having to retwist it ever so often. But that's why I decided to do my locks. For me, it was just, I think it kind of represented for me freedom to not
Mhm.
have to worry about this, but worry about everything else and everybody else. And so yeah, I my freedom locks.
Freedom.
I'm done.
Yeah.
That's all y'all gonna get now. That's all y'all gonna get.
Not slinging the locks.
Yeah. But anyway, um, so yeah, I feel like hair journeys are real life journeys. Every stage of hair reflects exactly where a person is in their life. At least it that's how I see it for me.
It can be.
It
Yeah.
can be.
Mm.
Yeah. So what are you doing to get your hair back to where it was before, healthier?
So lately, since I think I'm starting all over again from day one, like when I was pregnant with my oldest child, I'm
Mhm.
just watching videos. I'm on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, looking at natural hair influencers to see what their tips and tricks are. So
Yeah.
currently, I've been wearing wraps for the past like 2 months, nonstop
Mhm.
every day. So under here, I have maybe 20 or 25 twists. And I just wear wraps every day, just so that I'm not touching it. And I'm no manipulation, leave it alone. I
Yeah.
take care of it. I put in leave-in oil or cream every other day. I deep condition it every week, wash every week. I'm learning about rinses and masks, whatever I can do to stimulate my roots
Roots.
and strengthen my strands to get it full and long again. Because when I met you, my hair was full, it was long, and my head
Mhm.
now is a whole different person. So I'm just trying to at least get it back to where it was, mid back, nice and full.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're working on it. But in the meantime, we leave it alone. We wash every week and we just leave it alone.
Yeah. All
Mhm.
right. All right. Well,
So if
I
you
think
all have
that
any tips or tricks of what you do to your natural hair, let us know below. And
start.
two, for locks, like how do you care for your locks? I know that they're your freedom locks, and it doesn't require much, I don't think. So what do you do to your hair?
Nothing. I just I do so I use rose water. I try to twist maybe every
Retwist, you mean? Like the
yes, retwist, sorry.
okay.
Retwist maybe every 2-3 months.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. One, because I don't go nowhere. Well, it's when I just retwist a lot. And most of the time I'm really good at making sure a lot of people don't have to retwist if you take care of it. So if I'm wrapping it up at night and like with a tight, silk wrap, so it's gonna stay in place. Now, if I didn't do that, I would have to retwist a lot more than what I normally do.
Got
But
it.
because I do that every night, I it stays in place. I don't have to. Um, it's very very low maintenance.
Okay. And
Yeah,
then for the length of it, you just spray it with rose water and maybe
rose
put like
water,
or something in it every now.
rice, rose water, rice water, and that's for the most part. It's kind it moisturizes the locks because they need water.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it keeps it. I also use which is funny. I use the braid. I don't know if
Oh, the African Pride braid
yes,
spray.
African pride. Yes. I stick to that. I don't even care. It ain't braids, but it's great for my hair.
Whatever works on your hair.
Right. It gives it the shine. It gives it the, especially if I'm sitting here after a retwist pattern, it gives me that, that moisture I need to where my scalp isn't like like that. But
Mhm.
other than that, I don't do much with it.
Okay.
I just let it freedom. Like I said, freedom.
Let it go.
Let
Let
it
it
do
go.
what it do.
Yeah.
Let it do what it do, baby.
Hmm.
Yep.
All
So,
right. So
so
y'all
question.
comments what you do. Let us know. It's it's the whole big natural hair community out there. Like these natural hair community people ain't no joke. They
No, it's not.
they go serious. They go serious. So if
Yeah.
you know anything that you want to share, let us know and let's talk about it in the comments below.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
If
nervous
your
though.
hair could tell a story about your life right now, what chapter of your life would you be in?
That's a great question. I think I would say the stage of recovery
Mm.
because the stage my hair is in now is because of stress.
Mm-hmm.
Stress from my marriage failing, the doom of it all. Just granted, I wasn't taking care of it while it was in the braids, but that
Mm-hmm.
also was because I was stressed out. And the last thing I
Yeah.
was thinking about was my hair. I'm trying to keep my
Yeah.
marriage together, keep my kids in the dark about what's going on, keep my friends
Yeah.
and family in the dark. I didn't tell nobody what I was going through. You didn't know. So
Yeah.
I was trying to keep my life above water. The
Mm-hmm.
last thing I was thinking about was my hair. So the stress of what happened is what I see every day when I look at my hair. I see stress.
Mm-hmm.
So now, since I'm trying to cover it up and leave it alone so that it can do what it do, I
Mm-hmm.
would say that my hair is in the recovery phase, recovery
Mm.
stage. Yeah.
See, I'm telling you, hair is nothing but what we going through.
Mm,
Is it not? Like, it's crazy.
yeah. Yeah.
It is crazy.
I thought about when you said that. Now, I'm not the friend that stays up on current events. But when
Right.
I thought about what you said, it was Britney Spears. Because when she was going through stuff, wasn't she like, did she shave her head
Yes.
bald or
Yes.
do something
Yep.
crazy?
Mm-hmm.
That's a prime example. And
Yep.
I'm
She
sure there's
did.
many more out there. But the first thing that came to my brain
Yeah.
was her. If you have any life events that have shown itself through your hair decisions, let us know in the comments below so we can have a conversation about it in the comments. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's great.
So let's do this. Let's do a follow-up video in like 6 months and let's see how our hair has changed from now until then. And in the meantime, we'll talk about what we're doing, what products we're maybe using, what styles we may be using, and see how a stress-free life looks 6 months from today. Yeah?
I like it.
Okay. Okay.
That would be great.
That'd be great.
All right.
All hearts and minds clear?
All hearts and minds are clear.
All right. So once again, we thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for being a part of our So What About podcast community and possibly our So What About podcast hair community. And we
So
will
what about
see.
your hair?
It's all about your hair. So what about your hair?
Yes. What about your hair?
What about your hair? So we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.